Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Garbo, and today we're going to talk about the signature perks in the LTM mode. So let's go ahead and let's hop into it. So Rogue Company did a little thing that was actually, I believe, a really great idea. They did a limited time mode and they implemented signature perks that they want to implement on new rogues, kind of like trying to do something. And instead of doing like an actual PTS server where only the PC players can do it, they actually released it as a limited time mode for everyone to play, so that they can get a gander of like what's working, what's not working, and things like that. And then they only had like a select amount of rogues that they chose from. I believe it was from 5, from Scorch, Fixer, Glitch, oh goodness, Dima, and I believe one other. I cannot think the other one off the top of my head right this second, but they made special perks for these rogues. So the game mode was to see if the perks would work or how they feel. And this is my opinion on it, I don't think the signature perks work. I played a couple of game modes, and unfortunately this game mode itself, the footage that I have today is not part of the game mode. That will be shown in a later video because something else happened later on in the LTM mode that was going on. Again, that'll be on a later video. But I'm going to say a mass majority of the mythic perks that they had set up in the LTM mode doesn't work. So for example, Scorch's, one of her mythic perks was like, she can use the fire from her incendiary grenades or from when she activates her arm to slowly and gradually heal her, based on the damage percentages and stuff like that. I ran Scorch, I believe, 2 or 3 times in this LTM mode, and I always bought that mythic perk because at first I didn't notice, and then the second game I did notice that like I wasn't gaining anything, and so like I was like, huh. And then I even made a call out to everybody else. I was like, hey, the mythic perks isn't working, and so on and so forth, and then it keeps going on. So one perk that did work, is Glitch's perk. One of Glitch's perks itself is like whenever he hacks, and he hacks anything that's utility wise, like C4 trophy systems, reveals, sticky reveals and stuff like that, they will self explode on people or around them. So that way, if anybody's in the vicinity of that thing or on the corner of it or anything like that, they'll just straight up explode and take them down. That one actually worked, but it was only noticeable to Fixer because Fixer was running C4. So when Glitch hacks it, it does explode. But then again, I'd also believe that the C4 itself already explodes when you hack it. So maybe Glitch's perk doesn't work. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any APSs to know. But yeah, a mass majority of the perks didn't work in the LTM mode. Oh my God. So if they're going to work on the mythic perks, they got to have a lot of work to do. And I do believe that this was a good idea. I know that it went into a bad direction, like not the mythic perks not working themselves in a mass majority of the time when you're trying to use them and try to get the fill of them. But I extremely like the idea of them, being that the PTS server is only on PC, it's not available for PlayStation or Xbox of any kind. So like actually, implementing it into a limited time mode for people is such a fantastic idea, because then you can also see, what if it's working only on console or if it's only working on PC. Like there's going to be things it's going to take, the push and pull for it, and it's going to help out in the long run, because most of the time they're just doing things to fix PC issues, right? And then some console issues appear later on, and that's because they don't have a PTS server themselves for those types of gaming devices to figure out what's actually going on and what's wrong with them. So I do feel like that they are going in the right direction, trying to implement stuff like that, being that they can't just, buy a server themselves for a PTS server itself for console players. So this was a good idea. Unfortunately, it just didn't turn out so well this time, being that the mythic perks, didn't do anything. But, you also learned something. The mythic perks didn't work. So they have to go back and figure out what's causing that. And then maybe the next time go around, they'll do another LTM mode. Another thing about it that's kind of not okay is they did it in King of the Hill. And I know it's like a lot of people are like, don't want to do Demolition, to try to do the new mythic perks and stuff. But like Demolition and Strikeout are the core game modes. And I feel like these game modes are the ones that you need to those are the ones that you need to be trying to do the stuff on, because Demolition is different from Strikeout, right? So playing both of those game modes will help balance out you'll learn, like how it feels in one game mode and how it feels in another, how it feels in a respawn mode, how it feels in a non-respawn mode. So there was a couple of factors that's in it. King of the Hill was not the way to go. And I'm sure, it's just the fastest. I'm sure, I guess it was just easier, instead of trying to implement it into the thing. Maybe the project itself was a little rushed, and maybe the game mode itself couldn't handle, being in the actual game modes. And instead they did it into the, the smaller maps and stuff like that. I don't know, because again, the Mythic Perks themselves didn't work. So maybe all around together, they just rushed this project a little too soon. So maybe they need to take a couple step backs and then check and see what they did wrong, maybe find like what was the problem for the Mythic Perks, maybe figure out a code where they can actually put it in Demolition and strike out LTM modes and actually put them on the actual maps themselves, like the big maps like Meltdown, or Windward and stuff like that, instead of it being all these little enclosed LTM or quick play maps that really aren't considered the core game, But y'all let me know in the comment section down below, what do y'all think about the signature perk LTM mode? Did y'all think it was awesome? Did the perks actually work for you when you played the game? Which one was your favorite perk if it did work for you? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. If y'all haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, I appreciate if y'all do one of those things. I'm always trying to load content every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I'm always streaming on Monday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time, and on Tuesday 9 p.m. to 11 I'm sorry. It's going to be 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday. So if y'all want to hear me rage, you want to hear me talk, you want to hear me spat some info or non-info, you just want me to be quiet, y'all come out, you leave me a comment, y'all tell me. Until next time, guys, I hope to catch you on the next video, and I hope you have a fantastic day, everybody. Peace out. I just injured some people with a fire grenade. In the middle. There's the other one. Is that it?
You all made that look easy.
That was swell. Let's do it again.